Welcome back, boys and girls, and today is a very special day for me. I finally got my first 300 Blackout. I waited 10 weeks for this. When I got the email from LFA Armory about 3 days ago saying they shipped my 300 Blackout upper, I actually made sure I stayed home today, wait for my FedEx. And when I saw that FedEx backing into my driveway, I had to go out and get it myself. I just got my 300 Blackout. It took them almost 10 weeks. Originally they told me between 4 to 6 weeks, but for some crazy reason right after I put in my order, it seems like everybody wanted a 300 Blackout, and there was a shortage, and there still is a shortage of 300 Blackout barrels, especially the ballistic advantage barrels like the one I have here. So I'm a little worried because I'm a little worried that they might have done a little like a half-assed job on my upper from LFA Armory. I'm hoping not. Actually I was pretty impressed with their upper for the 6.5 Claymore. Not so impressed with their customer service. But let's open it and see what we got. Okay, I see the wrap. Just like the other upper, it just comes in a very simple bubble wrap, which I'm not too happy about, but the 6.5 Claymore came to me in a very good condition, so I'm hoping this will too. There's not too much in the box. There it is. Okay, it looks really nice, honestly. It's been Cerakote coated, and they're not very good with Cerakote coating inside the bolt carrier. And again, but this one's actually better Cerakote coated than the 6.5 Claymore upper. And I know they've been getting complaints about that from their customers, so maybe they've improved on their Cerakote coating. But it looks pretty nice. Now this comes with 16-inch ballistic advantage barrel that guarantees sub MOA at 100 yards, which is I think is great. And it also came with their handguard, which is 15-inch. And let's check out their bolt carrier. Okay, they came with a bolt carrier, and it looks really nice actually. And on the 6.5 Claymore, they didn't have that logo on their bolt, but they have one here. But it looks like they did a really good job on it actually. Okay, that's fine. And the charging handle also looks very nice. Yeah, as you can see inside, they're not very good with the Cerakote inside, but believe it or not, this is actually a little bit better than the 6.5 Claymore, which I don't really care for because I don't look inside the rifle. It's just the small details they kind of miss. But I'm not complaining because I only paid $374 for this complete upper, which I think is awesome. I actually wanted a 300 Blackout for a while, but for some reason their ammunition was very expensive and their uppers were also very expensive. But now the price of ammunition is really coming down, and also they have more velocity in their ammunitions, and it seems like there's more different companies are making different hunting rounds for the 300 Blackout. So I thought it's about time for me to try one. Now the real big question is that will this fit on my DPMS lower? Because I'm sure those of you who've seen my review on the 6.5 Claymore, it didn't fit on my DPMS, which they say it should. So I actually had to send it back to them and they had to fit it for me. But like I said, it's shooting like 1/4-inch group at 100 yards, so I'm not complaining. I'm just hoping this will fit. All right, let's give it a shot. Oh, this barrel comes with 1 to 8 twist, and we'll see. This one fitted. Oh, I think it's gonna fit. It went in. It's fine. So it went in easy. There's hardly any play in it, which is good. And it came with dust shield. It's empty. I like the logo there. That looks pretty cool. And it's got a forward assist here. It came with a forward assist. And let's see how well, this came off my other deep hammers lower. So the trigger is same as my review on my 223. Sounds good and feels good. And this came with a low profile gas block. And this is supposed to shoot subsonic and supersonic ammunitions without any hiccups. So let's see how it does. It feels really light. That's how much they weigh. The whole rifle weighs 6 pounds and 8 ounces, so that's pretty light. And I'm gonna see how much the complete upper weighs. Let's see. Let me take it back out. It comes off easy, and just the complete upper weighs 4 pounds and 1.8 ounces. So that's pretty decent. That's pretty light. And it also came with a flash hider, which is pretty nice. Now, my thoughts on the 300 Blackout is that I'm not sure why they didn't make this into 243 Blackout or 6.5 Blackout. I think in 243 or 6.5 caliber, it could be more flash shooting, increase the velocity, and also shave off some cost on the ammunition, making it cheaper for us to buy. And still have plenty of power to hunt black bears, deers, or pigs. But then again, that's just my thought. This is the ring that I bought for my 300 Blackout. This is by UTG, and this is actually a very nice heavy-duty scope mount. Believe it or not, I only pay $11.99 on Amazon. They used to be $14.99, but they're on sale for $11.99 now. And I've actually used this mount on my 7mm Remington Magnum and also on 6.5 Creedmoor. And the screws do not get stripped. Before I've spent over $50 just on a scope mount and had problem with the screw stripping, and it just used to drive me crazy. Here's the scope that I had ready for my 300 Blackout. I've never bought a Bushnell rifle scope before, but I couldn't pass this one up. I was just browsing, around the nearby digs, and they had this on the showcase on a clearance sale for $89.99. So I checked on I checked online real quick, and it seems like MSRP on this is about $220, and most people, most sites will sell this on sale for about $160. So, and I read the review, and it seems like everybody have a really good thing to say about this. So I asked the manager about this scope, and he told me that this is on sale. This is on clearance because this scope was actually used as a display in their showcase, and it does not come with a box or the instruction book, but it does come with the same lifetime warranty on it. And the price was $89.99. So I asked him if he could deliver it extra for me, and he told me he could take another 10% off. So I actually only paid $80 for a complete 300 Blackout upper from Live Free Armory. Cost me $374, and the Bushnell trophy cost me only $80. And for the skull rings from UTG, cost me $11.99. So besides from my lower DPMs, this setup only cost me $466. So as you can see, I could not have passed this up. And I'm just hoping this will live up to my expectation. Okay, I am done mounting my scope. And as you can see, it came out really nice. It's a very nice looking rifle. Here are the ammunitions I had it ready for my 300 Blackout. The first one is Cellier and Bilot. This is 124 grain and the speed is 2165 feet per second. This is full metal jacket. And I only bought it, I only bought a box to break in my barrel. So, and I only paid like $13.99 per box, and this was really cheap. But the ammunition actually looks really good. But the ammunition that I actually had it ready for sighting in and for hunting is actually by Finloki. And this is 125 grain, and this actually has Honori SST bullet on it. So I know I could trust Honori SST bullet. The one next to right here is, Honori Custom in 308 with SST bullet, 150 grain. And this actually used to be my favorite hunting round for many years until they kind of came to be a little bit expensive and kind of hard to find. So, but anyway, I know I could trust this. And the price was really decent. For 25 rounds per box, only cost me $21.99. And the speed on this is 2200 feet per second. So I'm really surprised with the speed and also what the bullet is got on it. And look at the size of this. This is so funny looking. But anyway, I decided to call this little guy a Mighty Mouse because it's a small guy with a big punch. As I mentioned before, one of the things that I really like to use AR rifle as hunting rifle is that it's very quiet to chamber your first round. Now, when you're up in the tree stand and you're ready to hunt, and if you're going to chamber your first round, most other semi-automatic rifles makes a very loud clunk, and it leaves the doubt in my mind that I just spoke all my deers. Now, with AR, you could just pull it very quietly and then let it down very gently. And then use the follow assist to just get it in all the way. And that's a lot quieter than other semi-automatic rifles. This rifle feels really good in my hand. I can't believe I have this lightweight 30 caliber hunting rifle. And this will be breeze to carry into woods and drag out the deers. It's now 8:38 in the morning. I came out early today because it's kind of heat index is going over 104 today. So I wanted to come out early and have some fun shooting. And today is the 4th of July. What better way to celebrate 4th of July with a bang? Now I'm breaking in my barrel, so I'm going to be cleaning my barrel after every shot for first 10 shots, and then after every 3 shots for next 12 shots. So. Oh wow. It really feels like shooting 223. Target out at 50 yards, and I'm going to be shooting at the left upper target. Had no hiccups so far. Anybody with ARs, right? Oh, load it first. Oh, here we go. The business score is pretty decent. It's a little bit better than my first fight too. Oh yeah, that was the bullseye. It's at 50 yards, and that's the target that I've been shooting at. Okay, I've taken the target out for 75 yards now, and I'm still breaking in. And this time I'm going to be shooting at the right upper target, one with a red bullseye. There we go.
I got them all dead center now. Where do you go? I was wondering what this
left lower target. Ah, bullseye. Good deal.
Yeah.
Here we go. Big two shot. Oh yeah. Beautiful. Okay, 75 yards. Okay, this is my last 4-shot group. So this is 50 yards, 75, 75, and 75. So you could see how it's narrowing down as the barrel is breaking in.
Nope. What are you trying to hit? Trying to get it on the paper.
Bullseye. So 75 and 100 yards is the same kind of impact. He jumped feet first.
That's what I did. I aimed for the one. Yeah, there's a number one in the middle. In the middle. Yeah, that's what I did.
It's pretty tight. Okay, this is 100 yards. And the top middle one is a 300 Blackout. I knew I'd pull that one and everything else here. So I'm actually pretty impressed with this accuracy. And I'm sure you get better as I shoot it more. Boy, am I glad to be back inside where it's nice and cool. Man, it was too hot today. But anyway, this is my first 5-shot group at 50 yards with, this might be 6-shot group at with a full metal jacket at 50 yards. And I'm not concerned about accuracy at this point because I'm still breaking in my barrel. And then I pushed it to 75 yards with the same full metal jacket. And over here, I'm getting about 1 3/4 inch 6-shot group. So over here, I was kind of getting impressed. And then changed the ammunition to Hornady SST bullet. This is first 2-shot. I didn't make adjustments, so this was last 2-shot, and then this was my last 4-shot group at 75 yards. I was very impressed here, and I was still shooting Hornady SST bullet, and this is a little bit less than an inch at 75 yards, and then I pushed it out to 100 yards. And I was really impressed here because I didn't have much time today. I didn't give proper time for the barrel to cool off. I was shooting 2 shots at a time, and I was only giving maybe about 2 minutes of rest. So the barrel was shooting pretty hot, and I knew this was me. That was my 4th shot, and I knew I pulled that one. But then rest of the 7 shots went in within the first circle, and that's about 1 1/4, even less than a 1 1/4 inch group. And if we count the one that I pull, we're looking about 1 3/4. But again, I'm very impressed with it. I'm sure this will produce sub-MO weight at 100 yards if I give proper time to cool off, and if the weather was a little bit cooler, and if I was taking single shots. But overall, the gun didn't malfunction at all. No hiccup whatsoever. And I was really impressed with ballistic advantage barrel. This being a thin barrel, I didn't think it could shoot so well at 100 yards. But I was wrong. It was shooting really well. And because I wasn't giving proper time to cool off, I will go back out again. And this time I will give more time between the shots, like 5 to 6 minutes, and then do a proper 3-shot group. But first time out, I am very impressed, and I would have no problem using this as a hunting rifle up to 150 yards. And I really like the size of the hole. Look at the 330 caliber holes, and this thing shoots like 223. So I'm happy. And lastly, like always, thank God for what you have. Enjoy your life with what you got. But mostly, have a great 4th of July. And God bless America and all those who serve to preserve our freedom. See you.